Hi guys, it's MSN-06 and this episode will be about one of my memorable MGs that I built, and I actually did repaint some of the stuff on this kit, but this time I would like to review it part by part. So let's start. The feet. You recognize this is the Sinanju fur car, and this leg it packs a lot of gimmicks here. So let's do all the flaps. First off, you have this thruster piece. Can swing side to side, rotate, and kind of move inwards. Back flaps, you have this piece, and there's a piston there, which kind of works, but mine got really stiff because I had repainted second time. It isn't recommended, just make sure to do it in the first time. The feet, hold on, the flaps, the last flap that you have got for the leg, and there's a toe piece here, and can bend pretty darn far. And I just unpegged the ball joint back piston. Very capable leg for this mobile suit. And packs a lot of thruster pieces. Let's just return to normal here. And the bend, as well as the mechanism in this leg. Got almost a full flush bend, and this leg is almost as tall as the high grade kit itself. So let's move on to higher up. So you can see the engineering for this skirt. It's very intricate. It has power cables here, ball jointed skirts, front and back, and you have this piece that lets you store the rifle right here, horizontally I mean. And again, it packs a lot of thruster pieces and also pieces, and the leg can swivel front and back, rotate, and side to side. So you can basically do almost like a full split with this. Mine got really stiff, and yeah, it's pretty darn sweet. So moving up, you have the torso here, which was really roughly painted by me. Repainted to yellow. I thought it looked a bit better than before. It's really difficult to paint the yellow without doing the reverse wash, which basically needed net lacquer as the backing. But let's say this time would be the yellow as a background and black ammo on top, and you just use alcohol swab or ammo washer to just wash off the supposedly the yellow. So you leave behind the black in between, which would look perfect, but mine is very much roughened up. But I think it's alright, I guess, since I did too much things on this already. As for the shoulder piece, can kind of fold up a bit, and mine is very stiffened up. It won't rotate up side to side or whatnot. And you have this piece that allows shoulder rotation, and just swing outwards, pretty much as far as you can move it. And the side binder thing can move up, down, and again 2 pieces of nozzles there. And it does have this wing arm thing here, which allows you to hook onto the shield, and looks very intricate for the torso piece, which we just painted silver, one single color. And the last thing that I don't want to miss would be the pilot seat, the cockpit. You just fold this up, this, and this. It's really rough. I think it'll rub off some of the paints, so I'll rather not. So moving on to the main head sculpt, the main feature. You have parts that have basically inside that the falcons I had painted. So you have no worries as to any masking at all. And it has this power pipe piece that just goes around the skull. And the top as well. You can paint the inside silver so it looks better. And you can really pick up the, if you can relate it to a real world, it's does really follow the aesthetic of let's say a Ferrari red, and the eye inside, it will rotate as you move around the neck, but it doesn't allow much of a movement, very little, so you won't be able to pick up the green inside. But overall, it's a splendid design head. So as for the Sinanju's last part of the main figure, it is the thruster pack, which pretty much provides a lot of proportion as well as feel for navigating into outer space. So where do you start? You have the propellant tanks that are small ball joints, which you just want to pose it outwards and not inwards or anything. And you have this side, so you can pretty much turn all around. And you can, of course, rotate this. Whoa, man, that really scared me there. And this, mine is very stiff, so you better not paint twice. The second time will really cause some trouble. And it looks like this when you fully expand it. About this. Wait, that's easier. It's a really beautiful backpack, to be honest. And I almost forgot to show this. Basically the arm unit for Sinanju. Well, you can say that he's got an ace up his sleeve. It's very complex arm unit out of many master grades out there. The bend is really good, and it does have those kind of piston things that you can color in. Mine, again, I just used blue to make it kind of differentiate the colors. And this part has a ball, kind of a ball joint thing to allow some sort of movement, so you reduce the chances of scratching paint like this, then you won't scratch it. Has a manipulator which features 2.0 functionalities, but again it's quite limited. And this part here will rub against your sleeve very much often. So I think that's it for as far as the parts go. And I'll just do the next part. It'll be about putting it all together and talking about the accessories and whatnot. So thanks again.